What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video, and today we are talking the Clone Wars and Kathleen Kennedy. So you know I'm going to take any opportunity I can to cover that. But this was sent to me by Morgan on Twitter. He says, I don't agree with you on everything by a far shot. I'll say long shot. But I think you'll appreciate this greatly, and this is from his personal website, so I checked it out, and he's right. I do appreciate it big time. So we're going to read it, because there's some good points to be made. The Clone Wars revival shows Disney has lost faith in Kathleen Kennedy. I like it. I like it. Dave Filoni is the face of Star Wars. In fact, he has been for quite some time. The Clone Wars is some of the best stories in the entire franchise. The writing staff was diverse too, full of both men and women, including one of Lucas's daughters. That puts a knife in Kennedy's narrative regarding female empowerment or involvement in the franchise, especially since the Clone Wars is possibly better than the OT and the PT. Settle down. I don't totally disagree with that. I just love the Clone Wars so much. As we reported earlier, Disney is on the verge of ditching Kennedy. She's on her last legs, and the writing is on the door. After the massive failure of Solo and the extreme fan division of The Last Jedi, and this is not due to alt-right trolls, racist, or bigots. People on all sides of the aisle feel this way. I know many who can testify to this fact. This is just propaganda. The film was atrocious. All of you watching this already know that. The mainstream doesn't want you to know that, but it's true. Oh, it's damn true. It's sad that the Clone Wars revival has to be overshadowed by such an unfortunate turn of events, but that's the dire situation Disney is in right now. They have lost all confidence in Kennedy's vision of Star Wars. Rian Johnson's trilogy is all but dead. Kennedy said that she would carry on the tradition of Lucas's legacy, but she's crapped all over it. Han Solo, Luke Skywalker, two of the most beloved characters in the original trilogy, destroyed in one fell swoop. This is why I'm glad an Obi-Wan film is not in production. I don't want Kennedy to meddle with yet another original character. Another great points. Filoni is all but Lucas's predecessor. Lucas was involved extensively in the conception of the Clone Wars and its episodes, who he developed with Filoni. If not for the fact that he has no experience running a film studio, he'd have Kennedy's job on the spot. He is the man for the job. The Clone Wars revival also shows that Disney is listening to fan outrage. They're moving backwards instead of forward. All Star Wars fans loved the Clone Wars. Instead of getting something set in the sequel trilogy era, if I can say talk, Disney's creation, they are bringing back the greatest animated television series of all time, arguably. I would agree with that, which they canceled years ago. This is a huge slap in the face to both Kennedy's vision and legacy. Boom! Most of all, it shows a lack of confidence in the current direction of Star Wars, which is why they are going backwards. Sometimes the only way to know how to move forward is to go back to reflect on the past. This is what Disney is doing. Kathleen Kennedy was clearly a mistake. She's ruined Lucas's legacy and ruined the sequel trilogy, throwing Lucas's idea out the window, which were not about midichlorians, by the way. More misinformation and propaganda. The Clone Wars revival will show us what Star Wars is all about once again and will spark a revolution within Lucasfilm. Yes, I really do appreciate the points made here, and I'm definitely in agreement with you that this is definitely an indictment of Kathleen Kennedy's vision, her narrative, and all of the garbage that she's been pushing forward. And it's a beautiful thing. What we've been talking about for months now. We've been talking about this for months, and everyone has denied any legitimacy to anything we've been talking about. And we have continued to double down because we know the truth. And the truth is now starting to show itself. And I'm very happy about it. And now they cannot deny anymore. They can't deny it. The proof is in the pudding. This is happening. This show should have never been canceled, but that was probably a Kathleen Kennedy decision. I don't know that for a fact, so I'm not sitting here saying it, but she is the president of Lucasfilm. She controls all of the decisions, all of the narratives, and everything moving forward. And at that point in time, she had a gold mine, and she could do anything she wanted. Now, you are starting to have to rely on the Star Wars fans. Once again, why? Because SJWs don't buy toys. SJWs don't go to your movies. SJWs do not support business models. And you're finding that out the hard way, Kathleen Kennedy. And unfortunately, well, unfortunately for you, fortunately for us, it looks like your job is going to be lost over all of this. But that's what happens when you pander to SJWs. So Kathleen Kennedy, you've finally seen the truth. Rian Johnson, your trilogy will not happen. Nobody will go support that nonsense. Nobody will support that trash because you are a hypocrite and you have attacked the fans constantly. Lucasfilm employees are now on their best behavior online, it would seem. That might change. But as of right now, it seems like that's the case because Disney is waking up and Disney is realizing like Star Wars is great and Star Wars is huge, but Star Wars is not bulletproof. It's really not. And we've damaged the brand big time. And now we have to go back to the drawing board. And this is the best possible move, in my opinion, in terms of starting to correct the mistakes. The Clone Wars is a great series. I love it. It is some of my favorite stuff in Star Wars history. Ahsoka is my favorite character. It did give us the Anakin Skywalker that we wanted so badly in the prequels. Matt Lancer did such a fantastic job. It expands the universe. It takes us to all these new planets. It introduces us to all these new species. It's just great, man. Everything about it is wonderful. There are some filler episodes, and that's fine. Everything's going to have filler. But the Clone Wars is great, and I'm very excited. 12 episodes as of now. I hope that gets expanded out to 24 more episodes. We'll see. We'll see what happens. But with Dave Filoni in charge, I have all the confidence in the world. Kathleen Kennedy, your time is coming to an end very soon, ma'am. Very, very soon. And you brought this on yourself. You brought it on yourself. You didn't want to acknowledge Star Wars fans. You wanted to move on from us. You were trying to pander to identity politics, and now you are suffering the cost of going woke, going broke. Or is it get woke, go broke, right? Is that what it is? Get woke, go broke. I think Breitbart said that at one point, and then the Quartering said that. I don't know who actually came up with that. Those are the two places I heard it from. So get woke, go broke, Kathleen Kennedy. You are a card-carrying member of that group. But anyway, again, thanks to Morgan for sending me this. I agree with it. And you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you later.